Hey!
Hello.
Welcome back.
This is our third episode.
Already
With
third.
picture. I think the last time was a bit unsharp. I hope this time I make it better. But yeah, we are still in the finding process, let's say. But yeah, today we are talking about
The garden.
the garden. Ha, also
Or like
something.
our garden, because the garden
Yes.
sounds a bit general.
Yes. So we were growing a few things over the last month. So
Months.
yeah.
Yeah, several months.
Yeah.
We have this year apples, and I think apples is going on since last year.
Yeah.
And tomatoes and grapes. That grapes are like permanent.
Yeah. Tomatoes. We have cucumbers and zucchini.
Eggplant.
Yeah. And a few potatoes. Yeah.
True, the potatoes
Yeah.
are like a side project.
Yeah. And yeah, so far, to say it works pretty good this year. So, especially with the apples, like we have like last year that was a bit not so good. So we had like like frost, like icy days
last
coming
year
over
was
the last.
too cold and too frozen.
Yeah, at like the specific day when it flowered. So there were no apples basically. And now we have we planted relatively new trees. So they're basically just sticks. But one of them is like this year like packed with apples. Like we had to take a few already off before they were good, because otherwise the tree would have collapsed. So
Yeah, when they were still green, oh no, I had to eat them green.
Yeah.
When they were acid, oh no. Now they're ripe, or as ripe as they're gonna get. They're still a bit green here, but that's as much as they go.
yeah, and they're super tasty.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm planning to make a pie with them because it's packed for a tiny tree, but they're enough for a pie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and like on our terrace here, we have like directly around the corner like mini tomatoes, like cherry tomatoes.
Snack tomatoes.
Exactly, you can snack them directly. And yeah, that's super nice because like every morning there are a few then new ripe, so they're coming like one and another. But now it's getting so many, like you have to be there. You have to be committed now. Yeah, and then around the corner of the house we have like also like bigger tomatoes growing, like they're getting in this size here. Look how pretty it is. That's super tasty. And
Those ones are hard to know, or like for me, when they're
Yeah.
ripe, because that's their final color. Like these
so they don't get like
greenish.
red. They stay in this green dark red shape. So but they are getting the older they get, the softer they get, and at one point they start to break, so you have to get them out anyways, otherwise they just
They
basically
destroy
rip
themselves.
rip themselves open. So but yeah, one of
Salad
the best
days.
ones. Salad days. Yeah, that's the best. Like you can eat these tomatoes just without anything. They're super tasty, but yeah, if you make them like like a bit mozzarella on it and a bit pepper, salt, just and olive oil and a bit vinegar, you don't need anything else. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good thing about living in the countryside. You have a bit more space, and you can we're not even doing it on purpose, so we get our food from the garden, but we are still getting our food from the garden.
Yeah, it's a bit more hobby. So we have also there are like people in the village, shout out, that are like growing like in a very natural way food, and you can subscribe to like a vegetable box, and then every Saturday they pick it fresh, and then like they go out in the morning on Saturday, and then you get what they have on the fields in these times. Like it's just over half a year, so it starts in spring and ends in autumn. You get then every week a box with fresh stuff, so you pick it up on Saturday, and they picked it on Saturday morning. So it's really, really tasty. So that's where you get most of our vegetables from, but we also have like a bit. Yeah, it's a hobby in the end. Like, of course, on 1 or 2 days, we
it's
get
a hobby, but that zucchini plant was giving like 17 zucchinis. So
So, but you have like a few days where you can really eat basically everything cook everything from the garden, and then you add, I don't know, a bit rice or a bit whatever to it.
we still
And
have some
then-
potatoes that we need to cultivate.
True, yeah. Yeah, that's super nice. Yeah, that's something we couldn't do. I think we had like on our terrace in Lüneburg, we had like, not terrace, like balcony, we had strawberries one time.
But they were killed by a pigeon.
Yeah. So, that's a funny story. So when we had like lockdowns, and then we decided also to come already in the flat where we're living here now, and just be here because we had more space. Like, like you have the garden and everything, so you don't have to be so locked up in your flat. And then in this time, like Pitch decided to nest on our balcony. I was like parking his ass like straight in the strawberries.
And when we noticed she had already 2 eggs almost hatching, so we let them be.
Yeah. So of course, like there were like pigeon shit everywhere, but what you're gonna do? Like, cannot kick her out at this point. Yeah. Anyways, we cleaned and everything later, and everything was good. But we had like 1 year strawberries, the other year we had a pigeon. So actually 2 pigeons was also 2 new pigeons was also reproducing. So
3 pigeons in the end.
Yeah, and I think we had like blackberries, but they never came. They never came. Like we had a a blackberry bush, but
and a raspberry one. But the raspberry one had. No, in Lüneburg, no. But we were planting it your mother was planting it here in the garden.
Ah, okay.
And that's the one that was giving raspberries this year.
Ah, I didn't know that. Yep. Nice.
Those are our raspberries. Yes.
I thought they were like from a bush that was here already.
No, that one was ours.
Nice.
They were super tasty. There were like 5 first raspberries that the bush gives, but
awesome.
They were so tasty.
So and like I think the best thing to do with all the stuff together is like we have to make from time to time these like a pen where we put like potatoes and all the veggies we can find and throw them at once with oil and like the herbs. There are also herbs here in the oven, and that's basically one of the meals you can do with all the stuff only out of the garden. Besides the salt, maybe.
Or maybe like ratatouille. Now that we have
ratatouille also.
Eggplant and tomatoes and zucchini.
Yeah. So, our potatoes, we had like, I don't know, you dig them out. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, we were. That's the side project I had with Michel's mom.
Yeah.
I always wanted to plant potatoes because the bush looks pretty. Honestly, it was just the only reason. So we went to the garden center and your mom was choosing three kinds of potatoes. 2 normal ones, let's say. I don't see much difference between them, but they have different names and all, and also different times. We cultivate these ones already. And the third one, it's kind of potatoes that has a red peel. I never saw it before. I don't know if we had them in Costa Rica, but probably yes. I don't know, but I never saw it before. So we were also choosing these ones, and they're coming soon-ish. Maybe we had already a few weeks. And now like planted like this that they are like that you can harvest like by
times smaller amounts. Exactly.
So we harvested the first ones like a month ago, something like that, maybe 3 weeks after the wedding. And then 1 or 2 weeks ago we were cultivating the other ones, and we're eating of them already.
No, it's really nice. Yeah, we have a bit of a benefit here because my mom studied actually biology and farming, so like she was also
she knows this.
Yeah, also like practicing on farms and
theory
everything.
And practice.
And, so she knows a lot of stuff like when to grow what and what is working here.
So now I go crazy because like there are so many bushes that I have never seen in my life that I ask, and then we plant them as an experiment.
So it's very good to have like this walking knowledge book around to just ask questions when we have them. It's pretty nice. And we would like that's something for plants in the future. We plan to, or we'd like to have like I don't know the English word, hochbeet, like the ones that are elevated.
I don't know if there is a word. I don't know in any language. It's like a big box where you can put basically just dirt and you plant in there, so you don't have to dig in the garden. Yeah,
so you don't have to, like. Go
and
down
you don't have to go go down and kill your back.
Also, and like we had this year also a lot of problems with snails. Like we had it more like as you hear it in the first podcast from this season. Like they were eating this year more our flowers we would have liked for the wedding.
And the strawberries.
But
and part of the potatoes.
So this year at least had like our food was okay. So but we would like to have hochbeete also, because then we can I would like to try, like there are some tricks that the snails cannot go up the the wooden box basically. So there's like a paint where they cannot, like basically
attach
themselves, or like with a low voltage power, so they also cannot go over this line basically. And I have to investigate what's possible, and that would be super nice to try it out, so that you have your vegetables basically in the box, and the snails cannot go there. So they're every day welcome to eat our grass, but please not our potatoes
or some other plants that we don't need to eat.
They were super weird this year. Like we had stuff like where they normally don't go. I think for example also potatoes they don't like so much. Or
no, but they like the leaves of the potatoes.
Yeah, but like they were just eating everything. Doesn't matter. Like
they were on a rampage. Like
they didn't care about the science. Cut.
He's celebrating that he just pooped.
Cut the hyper. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, every time he poops, then he goes like on a party, like, hey,
through the house, yeah. Yeah, now he's behind the camera, so we will see. So when you hear weird noises, then it's him.
Let's just hope that he doesn't throw the camera, but
yeah, that was yeah, for the comedy. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah, that's more or less what we have planned so far. Like, anyways, we have been living here for a year, so actually it's a lot. We have done a lot.
Actually, like for example, the apple trees needed a bit time, so
they were also really quick for what they are.
Yeah, that's true. Like the small apple, like we have like Säulenäpfel called in Germany. They grow a bit thinner because we planted them closer to a window, and we don't want that. Like in a few years they like give so much shadow that no light comes into the windows anymore. And these ones were relatively quick. They gave like already last year like 1 or 2 apples. So yeah, yes. The year was not so good in general. But we have to intervene. The cat wants to eat the monstera.
No, wait. I think he's not gonna do it. Saarland? No. Do you have like?
Wait a second.
You want the picture of him? Okay.
Saarland. No.
He knows he shouldn't.
Yeah. Hey.
Am I getting double-haired now? Saarland, you evil cat. Why? You can celebrate, but not with the monstera.
The best part you didn't even saw. It's like he was like chewing on the big branch that's growing up. It was like ngang, ngang, ngang. I was like, dude,
he should not. He has like this attraction for plants that he should not be eating. By the way, there is like and we were noticing really late because we have them already. But there is like a list of plants that you should not have if you have a cat. But the plants arrive at first, so it's not that we are gonna.
Yeah, he's still alive, so it should be fine.
But like
he's also not swallows them; he just chews on them.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like living the edge. Like I don't know. I guess it's like the people that smoke.
Yeah, what we had to what we had to abandon so far is the aloe vera, because there he likes to chew on the tip of the.
He bites it until it's open and then he licks it.
Yeah. And then that gives him diarrhea. So.
And then it's not nice for us. Yeah. He doesn't even notice. Yeah. I guess he doesn't mind. But
super nice in general because aloe vera is a really nice plant, and we had a very very tiny one we brought just one time, just randomly from a garden center. From a garden center, and now it's like huge. It's in a massive pot.
Yeah, she's with us since the beginning of the pandemic. I think even before.
Yeah. And
now we had to put it in Michel's parents'
house. She was adopting him. My parents were adopting it. My mother mostly. So, because cannot stay here. Then
with the monster, it's a bit easier because he likes to play a bit with the leaves, but not so much in chewing. Now it was chewing the.
That was weird. Yeah, that was new, but yeah. What to do?
The more you know. But the monster is fine and the cat is fine. So.
Yeah.
Don't put a monster if you have a cat.
Yeah.
If you already had a monster and then the cat comes, just have it in mind.
Yeah, but normally he loses also interest when he first basically entered the room, he had access where the monstera was. Then he was like super attracted to it and was like wanted to all the time crawl up there and everything. And then after 2 weeks, he was not interested anymore. And now we repotted the monstera and put it in a new spot, and now he's interested again.
New thing.
Yeah. Coming back to our veggies and whatever fruits what we have, We also planted the third apple tree. We put them more in the back because it's like a very, very nice sort. My grandfather and father has it. And
Favorite apples of the family.
Yeah, they're super nice. I forgot the name, but they're like they're inside also a bit pinkish. It's a very old sort, but his apple trees are getting a bit old. So like I think in the first there were like 8, and now like already 3 died because it's like when they have like 80 or 100 years old, and they break and die a little bit. So like I don't know, the olds can live inside, whatever. So but they don't give apples anymore then. So we planted here a new one, but this one is a bit slower. So this year there's no apple at all on, but at least it's like looks healthy, so should be fine. And yeah, we had also Johannisbeeren. I forget every time the English name.
Grosellas in Spanish, but in English I don't remember.
I don't know.
These tiny red fruits that look a bit like grapes, but mini grapes.
I will throw a picture in for the people who are watching the video.
Yeah.
And they're like a bit acidic, and they're super nice also to just randomly walk through the garden and snack them.
They came and went really fast.
Yeah, they're already out again. Like now with the tomatoes, they have nothing to do with the tomatoes anymore.
No.
Yeah.
That's about it. Next year we're gonna try with onions.
Yeah.
Instead of potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. So
again, another experiment with between your mom and me.
Yeah, true. Like you are the
experimental
onion
one.
Potato persons. Everything that goes in the ground and not in the pot. Yeah. And something else you want to try next year? I forgot. I think something else you also wanted to do.
Carrots? But the carrots go in the hochbeete.
True. Yeah, we need Hochbeete. Yeah, so carrots we want to try too. And so next year come back and we'll make another episode and present our bounty.
Farming bounty.
Yeah. And I think that's it. So that's our garden tour. And I will throw also a few pictures in over, like you saw probably over the episode when you saw it.
I was going to say that, like, so they have an idea.
Yeah, so we highly recommend to check out the pictured version of our podcast if you're not already watching it. So, and if you tune in next week or subscribe when you're even watching on YouTube.
Probably we're starting already with the autumn, maybe next week, starting a bit with the autumn topics.
Yeah, can be, yeah. Sounds good.
Summer is kind of showing us the end.
I'm not so mad about it. It was so hot and we really need water. Like we have like a little river here next to the house directly and it's almost empty. It's
droplets.
It's like we really need water. But so everybody else in Europe at the moment, I think. So
the summer has been
or Northern
crazy
Hemisphere.
This year.
I think it's also the US has problems. China too. It's like basically everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, we had like 32, 31 degrees for like at least every week, 2 days, and then the rest of the days were like just really hot. Less than that, but really hot.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward for autumn. I'm gonna miss the sunshine. But
wouldn't complain about a lot of rain. So
that's true.
Yeah. So so far, have a nice week and see you next week. Bye.